Alrighty. Oh, I'm back. Another small bout of coughing. I really need to go get something for this cough. It's not even like I'm sick. I just want to get rid of the cough. And I realized afterwards it was Open World Metro, Stalker, not Open World Metro Stalker. I caught on a little bit too late, but I did catch on. Just Stalker, which I do have the entire collection of, and I feel you're right, because I wanted Metro to be Stalker, but it's not. It is SimCity tunes. You know, it's actually funny. I've heard this SimCity. There may be a couple of SimCity 4 tunes in the playlist, but a majority of this playlist comes from a SimCity that I heard people hated, at least comparatively from the previous ones. It did take a couple of features out, but it's genuinely my favorite SimCity they released. I'm surprised to hear you. Well, you've at least heard the music. Did you ever play much SimCity? Let's start the day right. The world record is 8 seconds long? Yeah, like I believe that. We are third on the leaderboard already. 4 seconds ahead of Alios, and that's going to be a tough time to chase. We're going to take his ghost data, because I'm a little out of practice. But here we are. In third place, you can kind of see my name faded out. Getting ghost data on these long tracks is insane, because there are so many things that make the ghost data disappear. I think tires off the ground if you catch air. I think that's one of the ways to disqualify the ghost data. I do apologize. Oh my word. So, I don't have my own ghost data. I don't have anything in local storage, because for some reason that just keeps disappearing. It would be nice if local storage permanently kept stuff there, but it doesn't for some reason. And I'm probably just going to lower the volume a little bit more as well for the game, because this one is needlessly loud. Not needlessly loud, but it's just... I don't want it to be so loud. I just kind of want... You know... I just want to cruise. So... I forgot we have to use the H shifter today. That's not good. That was a terrible line through the first corner. I might make the volume a little louder. We already have the loud game filter in place. On top of that, it does cut the audio when I talk anyway. I'm third place, so I've definitely done this track car combo before. Alright, he's got the advantage through the first section of the track. Here's the part that's gonna get one of us killed. Nice, run onto the highway. You may be... No, we're gaining on him on the highway. That's bizarre. Maybe the game should be slightly louder because the wheel's going to make noise too, and I don't want the wheel to be the only thing that's heard. Although it seems to be filtering out pretty well at the moment. Shite. That's not... No. I wasn't expecting to lose traction that much over the rise there. Oy, oy. Okay, apparently that should be mid-rev second gear, but I don't know the car can hold that angle. That was cutting it so close, I almost hit those barriers. I must have lost some terrible time on my run, because I'm miles ahead of that guy. And I'm already third. The time between him and me at the end of the race is 4 seconds. If I've gained that time here by the first straight, then I must be the lost time later on my run. Or he does some amazing driving later on. No. With driving like that. The engine started itself back up, even though I cut the ignition. Oh, wow. Oh, well. I'm just gonna have to perhaps... I want to push it. Half the fun with the Mitsubishi is just throwing it into every corner. And I'm very surprised I'm gaining this much time on the Ghost. It does have enough go in second gear to do this corner. Kinda does. Hey, we're not as far ahead as we were last time, but Cutting it so close on that outer barrier. Okay. We've done this 3 times now. So we just have to do the rest of the track. Whole other 5 minutes of the track. Should be easy, right? If we take that aggressively, and the slide isn't so bad. Oh, I could feel the whole car shake then. Come on, good lord. Lost a bit of time dodging the signpost. My tires are gonna be so knackered by the end of this. Don't spin. I need you to stay on the road there. Woo! That was slow, but I almost lost control there. I'm driving terribly, but I'm actually quick. Just surprising. Woo! Scary to catch that one. That's wide, that's wide. We were doing so well, too. We're doing so well. Have I, yes. Oh! We don't get the whole replay? We have to finish to get the whole replay. Where is this at? That one was a bit hairy. I don't know where we are. Oh, right, we're coming up to this part here. We had to dodge that post, and I just swerved. Oh, that was actually gonna hit the post too. We just swerve and then try and catch and drift around the other side. I get it's Project Cars, it's not like proper sim, but I mean, it's tricky enough. It's the bordering fun challenge. Project Cars 1 is definitely closer to sim than any of the sequels were. That was a good turn. I want to try and use that before. I've never Scandinavian flicked on tarmac, but it seemed to work out really well. This bit was the part where I was probably going just a little bit too fast. And here, we genuinely almost did crash. So many of these is just me trying to avoid crashing, but we went a little wide there. Can I get a better angle than that? I wish I could do slow-mo, but I don't think I can. Oh. As we went over the rise here, ooh, I wanted to lock up, but I'm underestimating how much it's going to push the car out when we lose traction. So this was fine. If I never lose traction, that seems like a good line, because I'm pointed right at the curb and I'm already initiating a bit of front wheel lock to try and rotate the back out. But that is what made me almost crash. Half of my car just completely leaves the road and I lose all traction. So then I had to sort of regain the car's balance after it comes crashing back down, and we still have to get around the left hand before we turn into the right-hander. I think I did this pretty well, but I'm honestly surprised I didn't get disqualified for this. I thought cutting the inside line like that was gonna give me a penalty. Oh yeah, alright, should we go again? Maybe we need to pick a different car for the start. The other one I would like to race would be the Ford Focus. There's a Ford Focus RS 2013 in here somewhere. It might be a later model than that. I think it's the 2013. I didn't need that gear change. That was silly. Hey. No. We're cutting it close. We always are going to be at the first turn, but tapping the wall has killed me twice now. So maybe we need to cut it less close. It's better. That's not. One thing I have going against me is I can never heel and toe. I've never learned how to do it, and the process escapes me. No, we hit a bumper. Even grazing one of those bumpers is a kill shot. It disqualifies your time because they're meant to be solid objects. I know apparently I can adjust the pedals space together, so I could probably get a comfortable heel and toe going if I was willing to persist with it, but I've just never bothered to learn the technique, even for giving going comfort. Oh, see, those things are solid. You can't hit them. You scrape them and it doesn't affect the car, but the game just says you're out. So annoying. Could the music be a little louder, by the way? No. I needed to drop gear and accelerate out of that. But you can't because you need to slow down. You can't brake and then recover from a slide like that. no, 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 no! That's a bloody signpost. Yeah? I like the Mitsubishi. But I think I'm gonna change cars. I want something I can throw around more that doesn't get too lazy in the corners. I mean, they're only lazy at speed. It's actually quite an agile thing. I need... Okay. Red Bull. Where would we even drive the Red Bull? I don't even know if I trust myself doing it. Do we have... Coyote Noose, right? Sidewinder. That's... It is a complete left of field thing. I was going to switch to the Ford Focus, and instead here we are in Red Bull. This one's a little loud. If I recommend turning the stream down a little bit. It's invalidated. You don't need to freeze my game to pop up a notification. Ah, this is... I've never been able to drive this car properly. Because that happens. It's the weirdest thing to try and drive. Because you don't change your position on the throttle, but it reaches that slightly higher bit of revs and then the tires let go. It's all in the rev count. You have to be very careful with where the engine is sitting because any higher or lower than what you want makes the car spin out. It's got nothing to do with your throttle. It's got to do with the engine. Swing back. It's also so tiny. I feel like that's one of the reasons it's the worst thing to try and get sideways, because it's so tiny. Lord, this is a workout. Like that, you can't drive it like you normally would a race car, it's not meant for it. Hey, 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 hey. You can't ask me to blip the throttle in a sequential. I mean, you can. Get off the bumpers. Apparently that's not a cut. Apparently none of these are cuts. Come on, go. My first lap ever. Not even entirely boring in an MX-5. We posted 133. There you go. Have we just cooked the tires? How long do the tires last? Why can't I get telemetry data? There it is. No. They're at regular temperatures. We can't quit. No, we can't restart because we posted a lap. We have to exit to post the time to the leaderboard. If we restart, our progress is lost. Okay. No. Time. What's the fastest someone's done this in? 1 minute 04. We're actually on the 3rd page. No, we're on the 2nd page. We were right there. At 1 minute 33. We're in the top, almost the top 20. Look at that. I don't think we're gonna get a 1 minute flat. Let's go for just under a 120. You know what? Psycho. I like your name. You are now the person we're chasing down. And let's have a look. Let's just have a look at what our ghost data looks like. We crash at the end, so we completely crashed out. We probably could have got close to a minute. Doing so good too. Like, I shouldn't be struggling. I shouldn't be struggling this hard to correct it. I feel like I'm struggling so hard just to recover a straight line, even off throttle. It feels more stable sideways than it does going forwards. And the downshift without the throttle blip, rotating the car in the opposite way is driving me insane. I don't have 3 feet. And I'm not catching these slides properly at all on top of it. Okay, I got a couple more goes than me, but then we're just gonna chase down the ghost data. It's not illegal? No, come on. Why are we struggling to drive? We're just missing a tire. That shouldn't be struggling. Ah, okay. Now we've got 3 ghosts to chase down. The small throttle is always the answer to rotate the car, though. And overcorrecting is a big problem. It seems that the car just flips on a dime. Apparently that's not a disqualified. That's death. Okay. What did we post? A 109. I don't think it's legal though. Let's see if we got ghost data. I feel like I'm done with that anyway. That's a nightmare to do. It's so much effort for so little payout. A 109, we're in top 10. That's fine with me. We're 5 seconds above first place. Fighting on the whole 5 seconds. I don't know if the guy in first place just did a nice, clean, simple, smooth lap. But it seems the most sane thing to do just for a time trial. That is so hard to do because once you line the car up, the weight shift to the other direction doesn't happen. It's clearly been balanced so that you can overcorrect and just straighten up, and the car will just sit. It feels like that's how it's been balanced, so that you can just throw it around a corner and catch it in a rush if you need to without going wide or flicking in the other direction. The reason I keep flicking in the other direction is because of gear changes and weight distributions to the front of the car. Letting off the throttle, gear changes down, the transmission gripping the drivetrain and all that sort of stuff does cause the weight transfer to the front. That's when I flick in the opposite direction. But actually trying to countersteer, even when I over countersteer, I'm expecting it to keep rotating and it doesn't. It's a really weird thing to drive. But I'll take top 10. That's a nice detour. We did it. Let's take... Do we have... We're going to go back to Azure Coast. Do we have a record here? Apparently second place, because it's blank. We pasted a second place time? Why do we have Luke Gomez? 8 minutes 11 seconds. Why do we have that in local store? Oh, no. Local storage. There you go. Sorry. I clicked the wrong button. So we're apparently second, somewhere between 3 seconds behind first place. I'm going to take a very quick break, though. I need to head to the restroom. Oh, lordy. Get up and stretch my legs, ironically, after doing pedal work like that. About an hour. 1.5 to go. I'll be back in a quick minute, though. Don't go anywhere.
bird sleeps at home during the day. Barn owls are rarely seen, although they are found throughout most of the United States. They usually hunt their prey under cover of night. The barn owl has keen eyes. It can see mice or other prey at great distances.
Alrighty. I had a full water bottle when I started streaming, and I have already drank the whole lot. I refilled a second one because I thought, oh, I'll probably eventually need to drink water during the race. And I've just cleaned up most of my water supply, as it is. Also, I'm noticing the microphone doesn't seem to be picking up the wheel at all today. If true, that's kind of big. I reordered all the filtering, assuming it would apply top to bottom in order. And all of a sudden the wheel isn't being picked. So, I guess I did something right. But, we need to... We don't have any ghost data. We may be able to get some world records at the track. What do we have to beat? 7 minutes long? Might be scrolling for a little bit though. 5:44 in a Bentley in a Formula A. Didn't we beat you in a Formula A? Probably not. I think we got 5:45, didn't we? Or was it 5:55? I'm not seeing my name. Did we beat them? I wasn't paying attention. Alright, we're at 5:54. Are we on the next page or are we prior? We must be above them. I don't see my name. We're up to 6. What do we need? 7? I don't want to check back. I'm gonna take a 7:10. We may be here for a while though, because the further down the list we go, the more dense, the less sparse the records are gonna be. So it's already a couple of pages and we're only up to 6 minutes 30. Also, I might turn the game music off. I had one of the menu songs for Project Cars got flagged. That, and it's kind of just background noise while I've got my own music running. I've never been a super big fan of the music they put in these ones anyway. Rowlith. I know the name, but I don't know what it's to. $7:10. 7:10? 7:10. We're at least down to the part where I can compete. I think it's 7:10. Oh, if it's 7:44, I'm gonna be chasing ghosts the whole time. We'll go with 7:10. If I can't match a 7:10, there you go. 7:13. What is the actual record? 6:24, so he'll be slow. Where am I here though on this list? These are all Formula A times, but I know I'm in the top 10 Formula A. I'll have to look up my time later on, because I know I'm in the top 10. Oh, is that me? Blank? All the way down there? Apps. I don't know why, but for some reason these days when you upload a time, it goes in blank. So I might be in the top 20, or top 30 at least, judging by that, because there's only a couple of other cars in here that aren't Formula A. Alright, next will be local best in session. We're chasing down a Radical SR3. I don't know it. I know the brand, but I've not known much about it, I suppose. Don't Radical kind of make Porsche like longer Porsches? This is gonna be a test. I've not driven this thing in a very long time. I've not driven this thing in a very long time. I don't remember how it handles. I don't remember what I have meant to do to drive it. I don't know what the grip is like. Grinding the gears. Apparently that's almost the first gear turn. This is going to be tricky because it's a wide car. Oh, don't bounce like that. What was that? Bounce off the pavement. I know we've got no ground clearance, but that was a bit rude. We're not switching to fourth because of the H shifter. It's just jumping upwards a little bit for some reason. Apparently I gotta blip the throttle a little bit in this thing too. I don't see the ghost car at all. Is it not a legit run? Alright, we're gonna have to be careful here, because this is an older car and I don't know it's gonna keep traction over the rise. Never mind. It held pretty well. I don't know why second gear is so far away from first. You don't do that. That's really annoying. You have to basically be top end of first gear to drop out of second. There's no overlay at all between those two gears. Which is great. Obviously it's designed so first gear is used to just putter about, but second gear also feels so high up that you want to shift down from it, but I'm just going to have to avoid doing that, I think. Second gear is no longer got a gear below it. Come on. Honestly, I know it's a bit scummy, but I'm sometimes consider clearing out most of that traffic stuff because it doesn't respawn. Once you take it out once, it's gone forever. It really does feel like first and second should be a little closer together, but you can't tune cars that easily in this. 4 and 5 feel too close together. Speaking of gear ratios, I don't know how this car has been tuned, but it doesn't feel great. Got a nice bit of downforce. I'm confident just letting off the throttle over that ridge now. I just instinctively change up down to first when I feel like I need to, but I'm gonna refuse to do it. I need to refuse to do it. I think maybe in a handful of places like this corner coming up. But this thing feels like it's got a pretty decent turning circle, actually. Lord, it's got a lot of lift though. Boy, does it ever have a lot of lift? I'm getting scared of this thing over crests. Lock up. It just doesn't feel right. That's too low. It doesn't seem slower for it, so I guess that is the intent, but it does feel stupidly low on the revs. There's no natural flow between some of these gears. I guess that's what the red dial is for, telling me when I can shift down into first. Maybe.
Turn left.
Welcome back, Cradgar. I did not catch a single word of the text-to-speech. You guys probably could hear it fine, but I'm being drowned out in my end. Those volume adjustments only apply to OBS, not to the game. Ah, don't bounce. Getting a little hairy through here. So annoyed by this first gear. want to widen, so I would have tapped on the exit. Oh. Already 20 seconds behind our record there. No, over 10 though. We posted somewhere between a 6:14 and a 6:17 for our record, didn't we? That's tough. That's such a difficult car to figure out. It's not got a lot of feel to it. I feel like a lot of it is just learned. Because it like, you'll think everything's fine. You'll think, oh, this car can take a bit of a beating. Look at how quickly I'm going around all these turns, flat out, foot flat to the floor, handling everything fine. All of a sudden, you do one tiny thing wrong and the McLaren cuts you. Turns around and just guts you, leaves your intestines on the floor and says, yeah, that's what you get, and you don't know why, you're confused, you're like, what did I do? Oh, no wonder it kicks. Both tires leave the ground. It's so difficult to figure out how to drive this, considering we're only 10 seconds behind our record. That's not too bad. Fine print maybe 20 seconds. I don't remember if it was a 6-minute flat or if it was a 6:14. It's also trying to figure out the difference. Like over there it lifts, but over here it doesn't, coming around this bend here. That crest there didn't lift, but we did let off the throttle, so we did transfer a bit of weight to the front to counter it. That clearly lifts because that's basically just a jump. Coming around here, felt super confident. 4th gear, dropped down to 3rd, I think it was. Ran a little wide, but that was fine because it gives us an okay line into the next corner. And that 1st gear is the only thing that I can't figure out. I don't know if I can tune the gear ratios though. I don't think Project Cars 1 lets you. The worst road on the entire game. Coastline here absolutely is the worst road. It's bumpy. It's not smooth in the slightest. It sucks to drive. It's hard to turn on. You bounce off the curbs because it's all dips and peaks and crests. The car turned super nicely around there too, which surprised me. The turning circle seemed way higher than I gave it any credit for. I just wish I could transfer into 1st gear more smoothly. God, my English is not on point today. Should we do another couple of laps with the ghost data we just collected? We'll go back out and we'll select local data. This is why I wish it kept local storage permanently, but they seem to just disappear after 30 days or something. If it kept local storage permanently, I could go back and I could find you my 6-minute 17 lap and I could chase it down. 10 seconds behind, we'd actually spend most of the lap actually following it. The problem is with this is a very low confidence run. I was braking early, I was being easy into corners because I wasn't sure what the limits of the car were and I can't feel them very well. Like a road car you can feel. The reason I throw the Mitsubishi into almost every corner is because I can feel the limits. I know what the car's doing. Even when it's effectively out of control, it's still a really good car to have control of. This thing felt like it was going to snap and stab me at any point if I didn't pay really close attention, but it was giving me no info. Like, yeah, understeer, oversteer, the basics, it's there, but I didn't easily get to tell what the limits of the car were. Oh, Project Cars 1 doesn't have the 2016 Ford GT remodel. I would love to try drive that thing. That thing, to me, feels like this thing reworked. Like, if the modern Ford GT could be a relative to any car throughout history. I genuinely think, as far as driving goes, it feels like a more sane version of this thing. It's more grounded, but it does all the same crazy turns. An awesome performance. I missed my apex and also was a little fast through there, but I still think that's a third gear turn. I just have to not miss the apex and I can probably floor it out a little better. Also here, I don't know what gear ratio I remember using, but I swear it was 4th gear. Well, this bit is an outlier, but you come up here. This was meant to be 4th into 3rd, and the next turn. So you've got 4th down to 3rd here. Then you turn right. Then you accelerate out. Then you've got this another sweeping left-hander. And then another right. And that's meant to be 3rd into 2nd. I remember that gear ratio, and I don't know what vehicle I drove, because it clearly wasn't this. At least not with this gear ratio, but maybe I should go check if the configuration doesn't have gear ratios on it. Here's me just babying it through the track. And a nice exit too. So we posted a 6:29. Let's go back. Let's get the local ghost data from that run, and we'll chase that. I'm sorry? 6:24. Hang on, we had a low confidence run that was actually on par with our record. And why did we get no ghost data? Huh? Why did we get no ghost data again? Stinky game. Okay, so it's a 6:24. What did we post and why was it disqualified? If we find a 6:20 flat, what did we post? 6:28, wasn't it? Let's go for a 626. I'm upset that there's no local ghost storage though. We were way closer than I thought. I, for the record, absolutely hate reflux. It can go die. Why are none of our ghosts loading in? Getting it sharper there is definitely the play, but it feels weird. Crash. Why is the... Oh, it's an Alpine. Didn't seem to chase us. Apparently we're not allowed to get any ghost data. There he is! Look at that. We're a little faster than him, either that or he's caught up entirely. Really bad angle. You know, I think that red line is shift down to first. Alright, let's see how we go here. Okay, a lot of air, but we kept it clean. I let off the throttle there because we lost a lot of traction last time. Apparently it's clean. No complaint. I still don't know where these ghosts are. He's meant to be quicker than me. Maybe they did the first to second gear step so that they didn't have people spinning out when shifting up to second. Like, I'm trying to think of reasons that justify it. But even other stuff from the day didn't do stuff like this. It seems weird. First gear does seem slightly too slow, but the annoyance is second gear seems too low. Looked up there last time too. Okay, this is definitely should be disqualified by this point, but it hasn't said anything yet. That's why we missed the apex. We missed the apex. No, this is a shit run. I don't know where the ghost data is, but I'm not submitting a run that has like 7 crashes in it. And we're still going for third. The race is on today. We're racing at the France. In about just over an hour. You're a little slower through that. Oh. You know, actually, I wonder if Project Cars does have France GP. It'll be a different age of Formula One, but... I think 2016 was the last of the V8s, wasn't it? Don't spin. That's so much faster actually getting the brakes in time. Oh, we tipped forward there a little bit. And there again. Go wide. Okay. Nice. That feels faster too, still. I don't know at what point the Radical is meant to overtake us though. Slide. Disqualifies the ghost data, but we were running on the assumption we already were going to. So where was the Radical? Wasn't the Radical meant to post at 6:25? That's a 6:22. That's the world record for the car class. Save result, yes. You beat the world record by 2 seconds. There we are! Blank entry! I don't know why it's blank, it always does that. We are the world record holder for this car track combination. I don't know. It says showing all, but I don't know if there is a way to show friends or something. Maybe it's just not. Filter. Oh, hang on. Oh, you can. Friends only or all. Well, there you go. Apparently set the world record of the McLaren F1 GT Longwing at Azure Coast. I was not expecting that. Do we even get... Oh, maybe... No, we didn't save the Red Bull, did we? Maybe you have to save it in order for it to appear here. I thought saving it appeared here. No. Grab a network profile. Highlights. There. That's what we saved. 626 total, but we posted a 622. Look at all these Ford Focus on California Highway. I took the Mustang. I remember that. The Mustang was the first car I took out that scared the shit out of final jump. There's a crest right before the finish line. I am so used to racing games not requiring you to balance a car in the air. The game just assumes perfect landing no matter how horribly you've screwed up the angles. This one didn't. I went wonky. Front right tire in the air first, back left tire in the air on the ground. And still foot flat to the floor thinking, yeah, I'm just getting a jump. It's a cool video game. I'll be fine. But only having a quarter of the car touching tarmac, foot still flat to the floor. My other back tire started spinning because I didn't have drive lock. And when the front tire came crashing down, it just flicked. The weight distribution and tire spin both combined. I just flicked left into the wall. It's the first time I realized this game was probably one of my favorite racing games. Just having that tiny little extra detail, needing to think about how to land a jump, not just take a jump. Both, even. Won me over. How are you doing, Tidbits? Welcome in. We have exactly an hour left, or we have, well, not exactly an hour. Probably half hour, so we'll go see if we can actually do... Ooh, edit. Vehicle, tires and brakes. Aerodynamics, alignment, suspension, if gearing. Right, you can adjust the gearing. So, I want the first gear to be a little longer. I want second gear will probably be a little shorter, and everything fine up until 5th, which needs to be slightly longer. I don't know if that's going to be any better, but location groups all save. Save. Some of the selected tracks already have tuning data for this. So here is to override the tuning setup. All selected track. Oh. Yes. Because that was the only thing that annoyed me. I have no idea if that was already edited. Apparently having some custom data for tracks, I assume I had gone and edited. Does anyone know what the French GP circuit is called? It's named after a guy, but I never remember. And how is everyone doing this morning? Got Imola. Got Mojave. Nürburgring. We've even got Alton Park. Is that it? That's not it, is it? Looking at the track layout, that's not it. Where would the start line be? Start line says it. But no, it'd be the other way. That's not it. Oh! Watkins Glen. Jeep, you've got the boot and you've got the short version too. That's a fun track. I'm mentally trying to picture Monaco. Yeah, I can see the start line now. The red is pit lane, so the start line should always be next to red on the minimap. Zua Coast, then you have... Actually, that one's pretty fun. Sadly, I don't think we have France. A lot of tracks from France, but not the French GP. What's this one? Why do I remember it? Let's take something clean. Where's a GT3 car? Should have a BMW, shouldn't we? Yes. The BMW M3 GT, the M3 GT4, one pro car. Let's go with the M3 GT. Something nice and clean, simple, rear-wheel drive, front-mounted engine. It's the fastest lap we could post, a 2:07. We're gonna go for a 2:30. 2:20. At this rate, we're gonna go for whatever we can take. There we go, 2:20. 2:20 almost flat. After this, we will be switching over and prepping to join the race league. It'll be a little early, but I'm going to go on a break and I'm going to make myself a coffee. And I might, might even have to refill my water bottles, which I already did before starting the stream. Right. Ah! This is the Ferrari test circuit. Is this paddle? This is definitely paddle, because if I switch to neutral, it doesn't go to neutral. Don't touch curb. Okay. Killed myself. Let's try again. Alright, this thing's fairly grounded. I should know my way around a GT3 car pretty well. But in this game, it's one I don't drive very often. And on this track, it's gonna be a bit of a nightmare. It's a very bumpy track. I think it's a road track. Okay, we're not submitting that. Woo. I can't restart in online races. I'm so used to doing it in hot laps like this. Off we go. Keep it simple. All we have to do is match the ghost, and it's a whatever minute 20-second lap. Ah! Messy. Definitely need to take the entry to that corner slower. Is that flat out? Apparently. What does he do here? He has a bad line. Okay. Maybe he just got wobbly because it looks like a bit all over the place there. And he's slow. I've already overtaken him. I'll go. I was expecting that to be a different corner for some reason. Considering how messy we are, we should easily be able to get in the top 10, I think. He held that, mad lad. I am running so wide on some of these corners. He probably has a better run, so... No! We got the better run. We're a sub 20-second lap. 2 minutes 19. Let's get some confidence up. Let's do some proper laps. I've not raced GT3 in so long. This road is terrible. That was better, that was better, that was... I wanted so bad to just throttle out of that. Okay. We can do better. I'm not gonna submit that. We got a 219. We can do better. I want to get something below a 215 before I submit. But I think restarting just gets rid of our ghost data as well as our leaderboard time, so off we go again. Yeah, our ghost is gone. I'm getting so close to the exits on these corners. There's a lift there. I gotta remember not to power through the throttle on that bump. And apparently this, with a good line, is flat. That's fine. We can go with a little bit of speed through there, so long as we're not wobbly. This is where he got super wobbly. We can break down one gear here, but we're going a little faster. We're fine. This bit is hairy because you kind of cut and you can be disqualified if you're opposite side tires touch the sidewalk. That's a DQ. Okay. Terrible. But we'll do another lap. This guy hold up flat here. Let's see what happens. We'll just let off the throttle. I can't do it. I really badly don't want to go flat through there. It's fine. The car's narrow enough that it works out. That's still a third gear, but it's really, really hairy with that barrier. Okay. We're posting 216. 217. And the second lap gives us so much more speed. Look at that. Very inside. We gotta be careful on the brakes. We're losing a bit of traction in the front. Alright. I really want to floor it through there, but it can't. I don't. You'd have to be very careful. I don't want to say it can't be done, but that feels so risky flooring it because of all the bumps. Okay. That was not a DQ, apparently. A bit slow onto the bridge, but we're looking for a 215 here. I think we're going to get a 216. That's still so scary because you can't do anything once you bounce like that. Who was that? To the ghost of my own car. Really? No. No. Really? The ghost of my own car's been chasing me that close? Nice. Okay, now we've got some rear view data that we can actually work with. Well, I guess we're playing chase. What are my tires doing? Maybe I can cut the engine, the power to the drivetrain. If I shift up there at the right time, maybe I can floor it flat out. That's very wishful thinking. I don't know I can do that. Alright, but we did have a stuff up here. We'll slow onto the bridge, so... Hey, keep it straight. Keep it clean. We missed the apex, but we're fine. That's a very fast corner. My tires are fine. I don't know why it feels like they aren't. That's not good. We lost traction. Temperature on the tires is only 170. That feels very low. And that bounce? Okay. There's no way Red Car does not slow down for that. Red Car has to slow down. That bounce is terrible. At the very least, he lifts off, doesn't he? We got a 215.8. Well, I said I wanted to submit a 215. I really... I really don't think I can do much better than that. How far up the leaderboard is that? Okay, we're on page 2. Page 3. Never mind, a lot of people are on this car track combo. We're on page 4. I'm not used to this many people racing specific car classes. I race with the niche stuff like historic and stadium trucks. I'm not used to having this many people this top to the leaderboard. So the next time we would be chasing would be a 210. Do a little more. I probably forget that a lot of people have GT3 as their bread and butter. I mean, it's got its own game at this point. The sequel to Assetto Corsa. Technically. Apparently they're making Assetto Corsa 2 soon, which I'm looking forward to. Off he goes, damn. Honestly, if there's this many people competing, we're probably getting into the territory where setups are being used. Oh, come on. I'm not catching that at all. Let's see how well I do, though, chasing this guy. He apparently holds it flat out through here. I'll follow suit, I guess. I don't know what my brake balance is, but... probably way more front-loaded than his. Engine, are you okay? I can smell my wheel engine getting warm. And I completely missed my braking line, making sure my wheel wasn't burning up. Maybe I should go in and adjust some things like brake balance and I'm never going to get track-specific setups. That's where I mentally check out. But at least something that suits me, generally speaking, more than the default. Come on. That's too fast, but we're clean, apparently. Even so, I'm not going to reset when I can just continue lapping behind this guy and see how he does stuff. No point throwing away an okay run. It's very late to turn in there. It's also very shallow through there. Okay, that's a cut. There. I don't have to brake onto the bridge. I just need a good angle. Oh, come, that's... Okay, that's damage, I can't. I don't know why, I thought I could get way faster on that second bridge there for a bit. I genuinely thought, for some reason, I remembered being really fast onto it. I guess I must have been shaky. No. Oh, no. It should be flat out, but I let off the throttle, right? I'm pretty sure whatever this guy does is just foot flat to the floor around this first turn, but I don't know what angle he takes, because I don't see him until we get past this line. There he goes. He's quicker than me, for sure. But I think I can outbrake him here. Probably because I keep locking up the fronts and just sort of recovering. I need to let off the brakes as we come off the bridge. How many bridges are on this truck, actually? I thought there was only 2. There's one at the start, there's the big one. Where's the second one? A little wide there. Yeah, because the balance is so upset. I gotta wait for the vehicle to catch. I can't break that. I'm pushing it so much, even though I did pull it off twice in a row. I think I just need to brake a little bit earlier. A little bit earlier is what I think I need, just to get the car settled a bit more so I can actually meet the apex, because the problem is I can't brake an apex at the same time. It's not gonna happen like I want it to without sliding, and that should not be how I'm driving the car. That's a cut. I'll live with it. The only thing I can't live with is damage, literally. Like that. I am not... Like, this, the problem I'm having now is I'm pushing myself way too much. I haven't actually taught myself how to drive this fast around the track yet. I'm just pushing myself, and I'm not able to do this. I'll take a tap. Sounds worse than it was. I'll take a tap. The curb killed me! After I didn't even get disqualified for smashing into the wall like that. I can do this. I can. I'm too stubborn to give up now, but we've got 45 minutes until practice starts in the racing league, so... at least 20 more minutes of me attempting this in absolute futility. God, that acceleration on the back pedal gives you weird traction around that corner. Fine, actually. We're slower than him around there. Just because I don't know the braking line. Don't spin out on the curb, bitch! Get back on the road! I lost so much time off throttle for that. Bad line, so we're gonna take slower onto the bridge here. Okay, so this is gonna be like a 213. No! I let off the throttle, and it completely understeered. I don't know if that's like actually pushing the game to its limits is when it shows its flaws. I push a lot of historic stuff to its limits in this game. It was amazing. But there is no reason letting off the throttle and shifting weight to the front of a GT3 car should understeer. I've never felt that in anything else. Not that aggressively, at least. That was total, absolute, complete understeer entirely because I let off the throttle just to actually intend to do the exact opposite. Oh, is that how he does it? Skim the grass? That was baffling. That explains why accelerating goes quicker around that first corner there. Because it shouldn't. Downshift without a throttle blip. Downshift without a throttle blip. I always forget sequential cars need blips too. It's a bit of a workout. Yeah, you just turn better at high speeds when you're on throttle. Honestly, I have to think the reason the game does it is because it wants the back tires to spin and the back to slide out. I completely missed my braking line here. I mean, no, I didn't. I did that perfectly. Hey, mods, welcome in. This next corner is the one I don't actually know the braking line for because it's so open. Trail braking there feels much better though. I'm doing pretty well. We're relaxing with some racing before I join my racing crew this afternoon. He's wide there, but he's still fast. How are you doing though? We're wide, we're wide, we're wide, we're wide. We lose time, but that's fine. Didn't upshift. I didn't blip the throttle. That's been the thing that kills me every time. Oh. He goes wide here. That's... Come on. Blow it out. Keep it clean. What have we got? A 212 or a 213? 212. 212. Come on. Give me a 212. He hit the finish line there, so we're at a 213. But I would take that. That's hot. That's hot. Ah! Oh, come on. No, 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 no. You can't do that to me. That was invisible. I hit an invisible wall. VOD review. VOD review. Oh, that's terrible. There's no mute button either. Not in game. So I'm in OBS, but if I talk, it goes quieter. Oh, look. Honestly, as much as I think this is grating on my ears, this is basically what the F1 game is going to sound like in a few minutes anyway. But hey, a 213 almost flat. That's not a... There's a ghost on the track back there. What's that about? Okay, we don't have slow-mo. But 100% I did not hit anything. The game just has an invisible brick wall. Maybe. Maybe? Okay. Maybe. I did hit something. I'm still uncertain. I don't think I hit that terribly. But that's a hard call. I wish I had slow-mo. I just wish, even if you pause the game, forward and backwards should be slow-mo. Wait, do we have slow-mo? Please. That chapter selects. No, we don't have slow-mo. I don't know. What's your verdict? Let's have a look. Let's watch full speed. Okay. Okay. It's definitely wider than it should be. But I do think I graze it. I just think there's a triangle coming down dead center that just got really angry at us. Or maybe we were turning in. Let's look at how we were taking the car around the corner, because maybe we were still turning in here a little. Yeah, we definitely turned in there and then tried straightening it back up. But from this perspective, I thought I was clean. That seemed like a clean getaway right here. I'll admit, looking at that, where the car is pointed, that's a collision, but we are drifting to the left as well as we go around the turn. Drifting, no, we're sort of... The car is pointed not the same way it's headed right now. Same with the car in front. It's a bit of a slide around here because of all the bumps. Okay, fair. But I posted a 213, so I think I still win.
Don't drink and Pepsi. Drink only water and milk. Else your bones will be weak.
I need a drink after
like
that.
Skyrim. Water is health as fuck, bitch. You better drink. Water, drink. Water, drink. Water, drink. Water, bitch. Drink. Water, drink. Water, drink.
I wish we could save the replay.
Drink. Water, drink.
This is the only
drink.
replay you get is 2 minutes previous.
Water, drink. Water, drink.
I really thought I missed my braking line there. I did something different though, which I hadn't before, which is I accelerated once the car left the ground coming off the bridge. And for some reason, the back tires driving forward seemed to balance it. Instead of braking once I landed, which I suppose makes sense. The weight's already shifting forwards, balancing it backwards a little bit more probably would be the right thing to do. But I am really impressed. All it took, load a faster car, chase them down, and you can take whole seconds off of your time. Like that ghost behind us too. I remember finishing that lap and going 2:15. I don't think I can do better than that. Loaded up this ghost and immediately learned you could take turn on flat out. It's things like that too. Like ghosts will teach you how to take a track. What a bumpy road. Is this a real track? Oh, we totally lost traction there. Thank you for the hydrate mods. I definitely need one. That jump is probably the scariest part of the whole track. Any jump in this game, honestly, there's that random ghost stuck there. Project Cars 1. The reason I like it, despite its mid-reception, is entirely because it makes you actually think about how you're taking any airtime. If you land wonky, your car can and will bounce. So if you're wonky, oh look, we died. That's ow. With all the other ghost data there, that's actually kind of a neat scene. But yeah, you have to think about how the car's balanced not only when you take the jump, you have to take it directly on or else you go wonky. You also have to land it properly. So many other games just smash the car down. It's all good. Everything is fine. Off to bed. See you in a few hours. You likely will. We've got half hour left before we're joining the lobby for practice, so I'm happy with that. We're gonna save and quit the session. And we'll probably jump over to the other Discord early. I'm gonna take a quick break, and most of that half hour, or at least some of it, is gonna be me getting a cup of coffee. Oh, where are we on the leaderboard? Because we chased down a 210. Where's that put us? Are we on page 2? No. Wishful thinking. We're 34th on the leaderboard, and that is with me pushing it, and that is with me in a stock tuning setup. I don't think you can you get tuning setups? No. Load setup? Create, that's it. So I guess it's back to the old-fashioned download offline, put in folder, load data from folder. Front tire compound automatic bike. I mean, unless you're being super specific, I don't really know you'd want anything but automatic by weather. But automatic also picks soft, medium, or hard, so... You only get one per car track combo though. It's not even like you can't even have 3 weather setups for an endurance race setup. You just have to go in and change it, knowing what you're going to do prior to doing it. Which, in most of the game's modes, besides ones where you set up the parameters yourself, you're not going to know what the race is actually going to end up like. A full race weekend, you get the weather report, you don't get the actual weather. So if you set a setup here, you can't edit it in the game. That's one of the big drawbacks of the first game. At least, maybe in career mode you can, I forget. But this is it, like you have to back out to the menu, go to my garage, and you have to edit it here. Anyway, where is my brakes? Tires and brakes, brake pressure 90, brake balance 52 or 3, that's very high. I did think it was front loaded, but we ended up picking up the pace where I said that anyway. I still think 54 on a GT3 car. I personally like, I don't know if going back in time might change that, but at least the 2018 GT3 cars that I've driven in game. I haven't driven any GT3 cars, please. No, in some games, the GT3 class feels the best at about 54% brake balance. It's the safe default that you should start at and tweak from there is what I would normally say. Recommend. We've got a fair amount of cornering on downforce. Probably fine for that track. Steering ratio 12.4 to 1. And the rest, I don't know. The gears seem fine. 60 liters of fuel. What I would like, actually, is to double check whether or not there's inputs here. Oh, save. Go. All we did was just brake balance. Controls. There is increased brake bias and there's decreased brake bias. There is nothing. It's just ABS, stability control and traction control. There's no less or more, it's just on or off because the game uses a system of high, low or off. I've set it, well technically there's a third option which is factory default. I've set it to factory default. But it does annoy me that I can't tune it on the fly in the GT class cars. Cycle lap info is POV down. I kinda want... That display, that should be down. Lap info should be left. Or even right, honestly. Right. Ooh. Time to get set up. We've burned a few minutes as it is. I need to go get my cup of tea. Coffee, tea, whatever I'm having. Oh, word. I'll be back in a few minutes and then we're gonna go sweat our ass off in the Big Brain Media Community Race. We're up to race 6 at the France GP circuit, so I will be back in 10 minutes max, because I will be boiling. See everyone then.
bird sleeps at home during the day.